going on, Booktube on YouTube? Today I'm actually going to talk about growing your Booktube channel. Stick around. Do you consider yourself a book lover, bookworm, book addict, or book geek? Well, feed your need now by subscribing for more bookish videos. So guys, at the time I'm filming this video, I've been on YouTube for almost a year with this Booktube channel, and I have 600 supporters, and I am super excited, and I want to thank you guys that have, subscribed to this channel and believe. Now, the path to growing your Booktube channel isn't gonna be easy, but it's gonna be simple, if that makes sense. I've done a couple of things to grow my channel this far, and I'm hoping to, tweak and find other ways to meet new people that might be interested in books, become a YouTube, Booktube success, because you know what, that's a lot of us want. A lot of us want the recognition. A lot of us want to be successful at whatever we're doing, especially if doing Booktube is important to you. You do want to grow, you do want to see results. So without further ado, let me show you what I've done to grow my channel. The first thing is to create the channel, which is super obvious. So now that we got that out of the way, that super obvious stuff out of the way, the first thing I did was I created a channel back November 30th, 2017. I didn't know what to expect, but I knew I wanted to make friends in the community and grow as well. So first thing you gotta do is get yourself a camera that has really good quality. I mean, it doesn't have to be super expensive. I mean, here in New York, I found cameras on Amazon for like $100 that film 1080p. I mean, that's what most people are filming on right now. But whatever you have, though, honestly, will work for you as long as the quality is good and people can actually see you, because nobody's gonna want to watch a video they can't even see the books that you're talking about. And I knew that right off the bat. I have to have a camera that's gonna be good enough to film, but luckily I'm a photographer as well. I already had a camera to do that with. The camera that I'm actually filming on is the Canon T5i, which costed me about $700 at the time that I bought it. But for me, it's worth it. It's actually shelled out its worth, so that's pretty good. But let me tell you guys, you don't need a real crazy expensive camera. I know you hear that a lot, but you really don't. A lot of the cell phones nowadays are filming in 1080p or close to it, or 720 I think it is, or whatever, and they're good enough. Trust me. I mean, I've done a couple of videos on my phone as well, and it's absolutely fine. The most important thing is that make sure that they can see you. I also know that my lighting had to be good, and in the beginning of my videos, my lighting was not good, but I put on as much light as I possibly can. If you can shoot your videos in the daytime with natural light, that is always the best. Right now I have a just a simple ring light that you could probably see in my glasses reflection. I don't know, look. I have a simple ring light that I use, and it shines really bright light onto me so you guys can see mi cara, my face. Like I said before, if people can't see you, they're not really gonna watch your video. I also can't express to you how important audio is. People have to be able to hear you as well. So if you have crazy stuff going on around in your house, things are banging around, things, try to go somewhere where at least it's reasonably quiet, where people can actually hear you. People have to hear you to understand what you're saying. And I've seen some Booktube videos that I couldn't really hear or really see the person doing the video. I didn't continue watching, because you're watching a video because you want to see what they're talking about and hear, what they're talking about. And if you can't do it, you're gonna go to the next video, right? So good. So if you can go to a place where you can shoot and it's bright enough, people can see you and people can hear you, you're already ahead of the game right there, guys. Now I'm gonna go into some more technical stuff. If you guys have questions about this stuff, just put in the comment section. I'll add it as best as possible, and if I don't do it there, I'll probably do it in another video. You'll just give me an idea for another video, and I'll just shoot the answer to your questions on that. How about that? So just put your questions in the comment box and we'll go from there. So when you upload a video, it's really important that you follow YouTube's best practices. So that's talking about the title, that's talking about the thumbnail, that's talking about your hashtags. How relevant are the hashtags that you're using to actually get people to find your content? So remember that YouTube rewards relevancy. That's the most important thing. If it's not relevant, YouTube is gonna analyze whatever it is you're posting and oh, this video is not really about that, and not really put it, or maybe you'll get lost down in the feed somewhere. So make sure your hashtags are relevant, your title is relevant, no clickbait, none of that craziness, because what ends up happening is you lose the trust of the people that are following you. You lose the trust of your subscribers, of your supporters, and that's the last thing you want to do. Make sure your thumbnail is bright, is colorful, it's whatever, it's your brand, but make sure it's something that stands out, that people are gonna want to click. Like, as you can see, my thumbnails are very colorful, they pop. I mean, they may not be like everybody else's because, you know, that's my brand, it's colorful and all that stuff, but at the same time, you want to make it so that it stands out. People will actually notice you and people will click, because remember, people are visuals. They may see it and be like, oh my goodness, I want to click on this, what is this? And that's all just an immediate reaction. So guys, your thumbnails, make sure they are on point. Engaging with the Booktube community is also super duper important, because, you know, this is where the people that are gonna be watching you, that, you know, make sure you engage with them. You're watching their videos, you know, they're not just all over yours, you're on them. It's a give and take, I think, you know, so it's best that you just go and you comment on some people's videos, or all of them, or whatever you want to do. Just make sure you're commenting, hey, this video is awesome, I read that book, I didn't read that book, I want to read that book, whatever. Just comment, and it's a way to develop a friendship, because if you're commenting on the same people most of the time, they're gonna know you, they're gonna be expecting to hear from you, they're gonna trust you, you're gonna be a name that they can remember because you're constantly in their comments. So another thing that helped me grow is sharing. I share my videos everywhere. I'm all over the place. You can share your videos on Reddit, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram. Like, there's so many things. On Tumblr is another place you can share your videos, on WordPress, any kind of social media outlet that you can find. Share your content. It's okay. You know, there's no promotion like self-promotion. You know, so promote yourself. Let people know that you're out there, that you're sharing this kind of content, and you don't never know who's gonna find you, who's gonna subscribe, and you know, you may find people that will relate to you and just love your personality and relate to you and just want to be connected with you in some way. So make sure that you are communicating with the community and sharing your content. Listen guys, if you are not on Twitter, I suggest you get on Twitter. I met most of my Booktube friends on Twitter, and I was never really heavy on Twitter, you know, for years. But, you know, as I got into booktubing and doing it on YouTube and stuff, I've gained a bunch of different friends from all over, and I am so grateful. And I love this community for that, because it brings us all together. Booktube is awesome. So guys, you can share on Twitter, Facebook groups as well. There's also groups. I also have a Booktube group you can check out. The link is in my description below. But there are other Booktuber Facebook groups out there that you can join and be a part of, and be a part of a discussion. There's also a Discord that is based off of the Booktube community as well. So there's that. Discord is really good. I just got introduced to it recently by one of my subscribers as well. Goodreads also has a community as well. So if you don't have Goodreads, download it. And there are different groups there as well. There's also a Booktuber group where you can post your latest videos. You know, don't spam. That's another thing. This is a no spam zone. And what I consider spam is you're like every 5 minutes or so, something like that, just posting and posting and posting your stuff. You don't want to do that, because nobody likes a spammer. I tell you right now. but you know, make sure you are promoting yourself, like, hey, I just did this new video, blah blah blah. You can follow kind of like what everybody else is doing by doing that, and you'll see the format in which people are posting. Also, what I like on Twitter is they have these Twitter trains, comment trains, I think they call it, I don't know, where you can actually post your channel on there and people will subscribe. There are, I mean, I've been a part of a few of them. I've put my link to my channel on there. You know, if you enjoy my content, because my whole thing is I want to find people that genuinely enjoy my content to subscribe. You know, I just don't want any random whoever bozo to subscribe. If you're not into books, why are you subscribing to Booktube people and then unsubscribing? That's a whole other, don't get me started. Anyway, so, you know, I've always wanted genuine people who are interested in books the way I am. You know, become a subscriber and let's go on this Booktube journey together. I think another thing that really helped me was being consistent. I think it's super important to be consistent. Post your videos consistently, once a week, twice a week, whatever works for you, as long as you're sticking to your schedule and doing it. Because I feel like if you do it and you fall off, your subs or your supporters are not gonna stick around if you're not even sticking around. So I think it's important to be consistent and post, you know, whatever it is you want to do as far as books are concerned, and booktube and discussions and things like that. There's so many different types of videos that you could post. It's like out of control. So guys, there you have it. There are some of the tips that helped me grow so far to 600 on Booktube, and I'm really excited. And if you are a supporter, a subscriber, I want to thank you straight off the bottom of my heart, because I never thought that, you know, this would actually happen, even though it was something that I wanted, and I wanted to meet a lot of you guys. And I'm so glad that I made a bunch of bookish friends, and I want to meet more from bookish friends. And I'm really excited as to what the Booktube community will hold, or I'm really excited as far as what is gonna happen within Booktube in the future. And it's grown so much from what I've seen, and I love the growth that we're having. We're having so many different types of people, different types of books are being read. Like, I love it. So guys, if you consider yourself a book lover, bookworm, book addict, a book geek, feed your need now and subscribe for more bookish videos. Take care, guys.